Hello, and welcome to the Paris&Co Innovation to Industry Mentorship Program for companies interested in entering the French market. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the presentation of materials and topics on entering the French market and basically how I did it in my own company. I would appreciate it if you would view this video before our October 7th meeting, and we can discuss it further so that we economize the amount of time we need to discuss these issues if you have interest. In this presentation, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about myself. I'm going to talk about my own French market entry plan. It's a case study of how you can do it remotely from Taiwan to France, and it will work. And we will have discussion of this in your first meeting with me next week. This is my brief biography. Again, I'm a Silicon Valley veteran and an Intel executive alumni. I have significant business experience both in Europe and in Asia Pacific, from China, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and Singapore. I've also started my own successful companies in Europe and North America and have directed a technology incubator in Silicon Valley. I have taught entrepreneurship and management at a major university. I'm also a citizen of France. Here are links to my LinkedIn profile, my email address if you'd like to email me, and you can, in the normal PowerPoint presentation, not this video, click on this hyperlink to schedule additional meetings with me during the period of the program. They will be brief 15-minute meetings, which I'm happy to have with you to answer any additional questions that you may have. So remember this link. As you look at entry into the French market, it's critical that you consider all of the issues that are listed here, and I go through them in detail in my presentation and explain why they're important and how you can analyze how well you are fit, a good cultural fit and business fit, and how to do it even though you have limited resources. So follow this presentation and we'll discuss all of these things when we meet, if you would like to. So this is a case study of my own company, Mayo615 Technology Partners, and how I went about this. So please read this slide and the others following to get a feeling for how you can successfully enter the French market from a very far distant location in Taipei. So the first part of this is a strategic assessment of business goals, your business. What is it? Is it a corporation? What are your resources? What resources do you have that you can invest in a foreign market? You should consider that resources are extremely important and the cost of entering a foreign market is very significant. There are ways to economize, but you better plan for investing some serious resources into your effort. This again is some additional details of the kind of things that you need to consider when you're entering not only the French market, but any foreign market. As part of my plan, it was to essentially target the La French Tech network in France. It so happened that there was a French Tech representative in San Francisco that I was able to contact, and I began immediately with 3 network referrals that I was able to contact. This proved invaluable. One of those contacts happened to be a gentleman from Paris&Co, which has led to my business relationship with Paris&Co. So it can happen. Again, please review all of these points, and if you would like, we can discuss any of them next week. Here again, I have some points on the kinds of things that I was focused on, particularly building my brand and awareness of my company inside France. And I will be more than happy to discuss any of this with you. Here is a screenshot from Google Ads that shows how I was able to very precisely target my advertising through Google Ads into France exclusively, only France. I was extremely impressed by my ability to make the best use of my limited resources by being able to target my ads in France. Here is another screenshot of the analytics overview of my Google Ads account, and it was a very, very useful tool in succeeding my entry into the French market. Here is another example of how I was syndicating all of my efforts in various ways, including a YouTube channel that I set up and then incorporating it into my website. Here are more key points to my plan. I was very successful, and I did in fact target for my first program in Q4 of 2019 when I started, and I was successful. I'm sure you may know this, but I want to emphasize the importance of using a customer resource management application and a sales pipeline management tool. They are, in many cases, the same, but it's very important to your effort to stay focused on what needs attention. So I launched my plan in April of 2019 and had very great success with it. I want to emphasize again that the Google Ads approach is very economical and very effective. Another key part of my market entry was finding a market partner, a local market partner in France, because I was not there locally in the market. You should seriously consider this. And as it happens, I happened to find one and was able to produce a press release that I used to promote my local French market partnership. Consider this seriously. Here's the example of my press release announcing my partnership in the French market. So as you can see from this, I was very successful. I won't deny that in every market plan there's always some luck, and indeed I'm sure that I had good luck in much of my effort, but there was also a lot of hard work. I did it all by myself. I had no help from anyone, and I was doing it from 7,900 kilometers from Paris and 9 time zone differences. So you can do it. Again, I want to emphasize the things that you need to consider. Business goals all the way through cultural fit. And we can talk about any of these or all of these in our meeting next week. Thank you for your time, and I ask that you again please complete the registration survey before our meeting next week. It is available in this hyperlink in the basic PowerPoint presentation, not in this video. And you can take that. It only takes about 5 minutes, and it's very important to help us prepare for our discussion with you. Thank you for your time.